Hey, what's going on, family? Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, JT Better Than Ever.
Hey, what's going on,
Oh,
family?
sorry. Get that off. Let's do this again. Good afternoon, family. JT Better Than Ever. Welcome to my channel, the one and only underrated darkness. I'm gonna get this out the way right now. Okay. Um, You want to check out me more? Go on my Facebook page, the one and only Jerry Thompson. That's me. On my Facebook group, all in caps, JT Thinking for Ourselves. Also, my Twitter account, all in caps, at JT Blackman 44. And my Instagram account, lowercase, the underrated darkness. And joint venture, my business joint venture, with my brother Ernest Jones, AnzoToys.com. It's all in one, AnzoToys.com, AnzoToys.com. We throughout social media, wherever you purchase, make sure understand this. The money, make sure the money go back in our community. Wherever you purchase, put my code MVP, lower caps and everything. So support us and everything. We grind it out. You just want to make sure that our money stay in our community. All right. In the coming months, I'm gonna do the midterm elections of our perspective. So watch out for that and everything. This past Monday, we did an underrated sports show with my brother. She Stay Sleep. So watch out. We coming with it and everything. So we do that every Monday, 7 o'clock. So far, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So check us out every Monday. Okay. We're gonna wait for some more people to come in and stuff. Um, but welcome, my brother Jaquel Thomas. Yo, thanks for coming and everything. You know, it's gonna be possible panel participation. You know, you see the conversation, you see the title. Family, let's develop the sharp eye of truth and show others. And why I bring this up, because sometimes, you know, there are some of us, we in a certain position, and sometimes we turn a blind eye of truth because we know what we do is wrong and we don't want to change. So that's what I'm saying, that we gotta develop a sharp eye. We cannot be doing the blind, because when you want to be blinded, that's when the devil gets you, and that's unrighteousness gets you, and that's when people that don't want the best of you, that's what they want to keep you in. So the sharp eye, we gotta develop the authentic sharp eye of truth. So we're gonna go into that and everything. Yo, salute to my brother She Stay Sleep TV. So the ones that's on the chat, support them. The ones who have the channels, let's support them and participate. And so I'm gonna invite some people within a few minutes and stuff and everything like that. So it's very important that we gotta get it. And any women, I mean any women that want to come on, that they're going to be in the chat, I want them to join too, because we have to talk about this. We have to develop that sharp eye of truth. We just cannot be blinded no more. Now people say I got 20/20 vision and stuff like that. I could see, yeah, but the thing about it, are you sharpened to see for what the truth is? Are you sharpened to see the truth and act on it and mobilize as yourself? See, that's the key. I have to come from. I have to come from that aspect. You know, when you get older, when you make certain changes in your life, you know, when you wanna purify, you know, when you wanna, you know, come clean, you don't want to deal with the negativeness. So that's part of seeing for what it is. Develop the sharp eye. You know, even though like sometimes we in darkness, are we willing to push on and see the light, to see the truth? Are we willing to do that? And these are the questions that I had to ask within myself. So, and I'm passing on to the family. No, because we see how the world is right now. Rest of the world is, but exactly, especially in this USA, how people trying to change the propaganda. They trying to change things that is, they trying to make this truth into falsify. And so what we have to do, are we sharpen our mind? Are we sharpen our mindset, our authentic listening, and plus our eyes? Are we willing to call out the falsified bullshit that they pass it to us? Are we seeing for what it is? Are we willing to act on it? And the ones who have families, are we willing to pass it on to our kids? Now, when you, it goes with me too. I'm a godfather. So am I willing to pass it on other family members? When I developed this, the topic today, I had to ask this myself, you know, and and my thing is just that for me, because everything when I say it goes for me too, goes for me too. But when we develop the sharp eye and we develop to see for what it is, are we willing to help others that want to be helped? To help them to develop the sharp eye of truth. And I made up a new hashtag today. It says being with the sharp eye of truth. So I want you to copy that down for me, please. And then are we willing to keep on sharpening that truth? We keep on sharpening that eye. Are we willing to stay on path? The sharpness to see for what it is. Even when we know that is wrong, but we know we act on it within the truth, we would go through the darkness. We would go through the uncomfortableness. Because we got our eyes on the prize of truth. Are we willing to put ourselves in certain opportunities so we can gain? To help better ourselves, to help better our community, better ourselves, better our family, better our community, and better our nation as melanin people to still fight for our rights on the human race. Are we willing to do that? Are we willing to fight to keep that sharp eye? So we won't fall back and be in this deep in depression of blindness. And that's what I'm at right now. And I feel that that's what we should be at right now. You know, and for me, I have to be walking the truth. See, this is the thing where I'm coming from. You know, if I'm going to speak that, I got to act on it. And I could tell you right now, you know, the underrated doctors, I'm acting on it. So when I act on it, I cannot just hold within myself and just keep on. I have to have that sharper eye to pass it on to others. Now, I'm not talking about the ones in the chat. The one in the chat, you're good. But I'm talking about the one outside. If you're willing to accept that and follow it and understand there is a benefit for it, that's on you. But other than that, family, we have to understand there are a lot of us, there's a lot of them do not want to do that. There is no cliche of being in the truth. There is no cliche to fight for that sharp eye to see for what it is in this world. There's no cliche of that. Like I always say, there's a right way to do things. There's a wrong thing to do things. You can see it any way you want. But guarantee if you're going to be in the wrong path, You could blame yourself because you want to be blinded. You don't let the sharp eye of truth moves you. And I have to learn that the hard way. Thanks for coming, Kendra. Thank you. RDB Fresh, thank you so much. I'm gonna get some people in a few minutes. I just gotta work on this. So for me, I gotta ask that question. When we develop the sharp eye of truth, are we willing, the association that we had before, if they not willing to walk in that path, are we willing to tell them, this is what I'm at right now? Are you going to be with me or you're not going to be with me? Are we going to have that discipline, the sharp eye, and tell them the real? Look at them eye to eye. So these are the questions that I have to answer myself, and the other ones in the chat, we have to do the same thing too. Because I'm talking about humanity now, and I'm talking about the like-minded ones in the world. We are losing that sharp eye because we just want to settle. Can't settle when you fight for what's right. You cannot settle. We cannot settle. We want to fight the truth. And it means that when you fight the truth, at times, that means you have to go through hell. Sometimes, at times, you have to go within yourself. But when you persevere, when you see the light, you feel good because you stay the test of times. But it doesn't stop there because we got to keep on going. I have to understand myself too. For me personally, the underrated darkness. Where around the Chef T, where around the Chef JT. I'm not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. I have to understand that. Because I got off for a while. So I had to get back on the race of sharpen my eyes of truth. Are we willing to deal with this? Are we willing to keep on continuously to put in the time to sharpen our eyes of truth? Even though we got to get rid of the ones that holding us back for a long time, that never see our interests. Are we willing? And again, it goes for the underrated darkness. It goes for me. It goes for me. And I know at times we are imperfect. We're going to get off. Like I always say, and I'm going to keep emphasizing this. We're going to get off. But like I said before, we got to get back on and stay the course. And part of staying the course, that means we got to keep on develop that authentic sharp eye. And we got to let whatever we see of that sharp eye, we got to let it motivate in us to keep on pushing for what's right. Because the elite is not going to want us to do that. So that means that it goes back to us individually. We got to start relying on the outside people to help us develop that sharp eye of the truth, because of the elite is not going to give us the truth. They're going to give us falsely because they want to keep all the resources to themselves for centuries and centuries and centuries. And everyday people, and I'm talking about humanity now, and everyday people like us, we are suffering. But we do have a choice. So to develop that righteous choice, that means that comes with the sharp eye of truth. Not the blind eye of righteousness. Let me repeat that again. We got to develop the sharp eye of truth. Not the blind, not closing our eyes, the blindness of unrighteousness. So if anybody want to join the panel, drop down an email. I might most likely I'm gonna get some people on right now while I'm talking, and then I want you to chime in. It's greatly appreciated. And it's got to come from us, people. It's got to come from us as human beings. Because things in this world is very critical now. It's not a sharp eye what's going on in this world. It's not. If some of us say, I'm not talking to the ones in the chat, the ones in the chat is cool. I'm talking about the one outside. I'm talking about the ones outside. If you're going to turn a blind eye on what's going on, and you're not seeing what it is that these boogie people is keep on throwing this falsified shit at us, it's our fault. It really is. So I want y'all to think on that. You want to get some people on. Like I said, anybody wants to join, put down your email in the chat. I get you on. There's no problem. And we're gonna talk about this. We have to deal with it right then and there. And this is everybody think, you know, I ain't gonna say everybody, but majority of people think that they just want to keep on going on. And I understand it's all about survival. I get that loud and clear. I really do. But at the same time, we are losing if we not really stand up for the truth. You know? And it has to come from us as human beings. So we had to. So when I already said send it out and everything, wait for some people to come in. I already send it out. If you don't get it, I send Jacquard Thomas, I send one out. She Stacy, I send one out. Whenever you're ready, I can come on. And this is where it's at. Oh, okay. All right. Gotta get you on to our King Wage. Welcome. Glad you're home safe. Can't answer that now. But hold on, family. Hello?
Yeah, I was talking to the wrong person.
Oh, okay. No, he wasn't. Let me call you back in a few, all right? I'm gonna call you back. All right. All right, peace. Yeah, so that's what it's all about, family. Let me get this in. Fresh, okay. Boom. Welcome, Kendra. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right, King Wade. You're right. Absolutely. My Jaquan, look out for your email. RT, look out for your email. I sent it in. Let me ask you a question. Kendra said, what do you think is we can do to sharpen more eyes of truth, King? Only I can say, my perspective is that we got to learn to slow things down. We have to see of injustice what it is. And especially we have to apply within ourselves first. We can't turn away of injustices. We can't turn away of certain uncomfortable ugliness within us to change ourselves. First thing foremost, got to come from yourself. You got to see yourself for what it is, and that's develop the sharp eye of truth. That's for me. Everybody is different, but my thing, and then also you guys see for what the world is. They have a lot of people, it's not practicing it. So they just want to keep it going because that's when they want to blind us. That's what they want us to be blinded. But that's when we gotta develop the truth. These people do not want to give us the truth. They don't want to show us the truth and stuff like that. So we have to understand that, And so so that's my thing, Just keep on working, keep on improving yourself, and then when it's time, you share with others, and that's what it's all about. And also you got to put in the work too. It's hard work to develop the sharp eye of truth. It's hard. It's not easy. But when you do that, that's when you see results. And you're going to keep on waiting because it feels good. Let me know that you haven't got the email. I sent it out. Let me read this. They said we should be more. Kendra, she said, example, be more kinder, attracted to each other, and have trust in each other. Yeah, yeah, we could do that, but you got to handpick people because not everybody is not like that. Not everybody. So that means we got to handpick the ones who want to be transparent with each other because not everybody in this world is like that. No? So that's the key. No? We got to handpick. Not everybody is ain't gonna be transparent, Kendra. Not just already darkness say, but that's how it is. No. And we gotta understand that. So gotta handpick people. No. Anybody want to ask questions or drop a comment, feel free. You know. What SB? Explain that, Kendra. Unlike. Or somebody. Let me see. How do you know if somebody is transparent? You look at their ways. If they follow the same untruthfulness about themselves, those are the ones they're not gonna be transparent. It's gonna be some people that wants to change. So you have to make a decision. You gotta see for people what it is. That's what I do. That's all about the sharp eye of the truth. I don't want to be blind. If that person the asshole and don't want to change, that person is an asshole. But there are some people that want to change, they don't know how to change because they've been in this rut for a long time. So you got to give them a chance. Distantly. And then if they come around, that you make that decision there. But let's get them lights up, family. Let's get them lights up. So that's how it is. No? So we had to. K Black in the building. What's going on, K Black? What's good, my brother? Just like I said, family, let's develop the sharp eye of truth and show others. All right? No, so that's what it's all about. You know? We cannot let up. Zeus the Flipper one. Anytime, Kendra, anytime. My pleasure. I learned from y'all. Zeus the Flipper one. What's good? What's going on, brother? K Black, I sent you the email. I want you to come on. No. And then when we develop the sharp eye truth, that means like the ones who have the same mindset we learn from each other. That means you becoming a sharper eye. Chocolate. What's going on, my sister? Welcome. Yeah, I'm in these trips, man. This was the Flipper one. I'm still doing it, you know. Okay, all right. So you got it. Okay, K Black. If you got it, just come on. I just said it. If you don't, just let me know. But see, that's what it's all about. Learn from others too that have the same mindset you do, and that's all about thinking, listening. What I'm talking about. So, Chocolate. Do you want to join the panel? Because I want you to look at the title, and you want to join it. Feel free, and everything. Kendra, you too, because I want to have more sisters come to the chat too. You know, because I want your perspective too. It's very important. I love the brothers too, but I love women too. Ooh, love women too. Pretty ones too. Smart too. Yeah, okay. Always the next time, Chocolate. I'm glad you joined to listen. Okay. All right, okay. But that's what it's all about. Be around people that had the same mindset. And had mature conversations to challenge each other too. That's very important too. No. So I'm glad everybody is doing fine. I'm glad you're joining this. Join the bill. It's very much appreciated. I'm happy that you're here. You took out your time. to join me, you know, very much appreciated for the, you know, and that's what it's all about. It ain't all about the underrated dog. It's not all about. It's all about us as human beings working together. And whatever problems we is, we work within ourselves and pass it on to others. That's what it's all about. You know, we have to learn to be around like-minded people and to give to others. No? And okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. No problem, whatever. Just let me know. No problem. I invite you because I appreciate your contribution, my sister. But no problem. I got you. So people, I sent out the email. Look out for it and everything. And also had this continue conversations too. No matter what status of what you in. Also, that's very important too. Well, so anybody want to ask questions, feel free and everything. Any comment? RDB first. I send RTB first. I send out email to you and K Black. I send out one to you. So wherever you get it, just come through. Cause I want to hear your perspective too. Anybody. Excuse me. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube be tripping. I'm sending it out again. Just look out for it, Artie. Just look out for it. I'm sending it out again. I'm sending it out again. Send it out again. Also, it also applies on in the business field, working, even traveling too. Got to develop a sharp eye to this too. So that goes in that aspect too. Send it out.
Peace, my good brother.
What's good?
Cooling, man.
Don't worry about it. Let me hold that door, my brother. It's a mistake, Kendra. Don't worry about it. It's a mistake. I'm telling you, YouTube be bugging the hell out, man. Bugging the hell out, man. Cause that happened to me too. Don't worry about she stay asleep. Yeah, you know it's a mistake, man. That's how sometimes I hate these computers, man. They be wilding out. Kendra, he apologized and everything, and it's just, man. I hate sometimes. RT, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good, cool. Hold on, I'm gonna get to y'all in a few seconds. Let me. I gotta check things out here. And Kendra, she say he's sorry, and I'm telling this YouTube thing is. Oh, don't worry about it, brother. I'm just family. The title is Family. Let's develop the sharp eye of truth and show others. She says I was talking about how we develop the sharp eye. How do we develop a walk in the righteousness? How do we go about instead of being blindsided to see the truth of what it is and act on it? Develop the authentic sharp eye. So when we see the truth, we could we can see for what it is. And so hold on. She stay asleep. Let me do this again. Artie, I sent you gave me the same email. I sent it out as I put. Hold on, let me close this. Let me see it again, because sometimes I'll be copying things down wrong too. Yeah, I admit that I'm wrong. Let me see, Artie. Brother Rob, thanks for coming to educating our community. I'm gonna send it out again, and then I'm gonna hit back to the chat. Again, thanks for y'all in the chat for coming, and the panel. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining this important conversation that we sorely needed. And we can learn from others. We can learn from ourselves first. It got to start from us first too. It got to start from us. Okay, Artie Be Fresh, I'm sending it out again. Look out for it. Let me send it this way too. So, okay, go ahead. You can go ahead, Jaquan. What you think I was saying so far?
Hey, yo, peace.
Peace,
but
brother.
I agree with everything you had just said, as far as developing the truth and showing it to others and getting it reciprocated from others.
Yeah, but I want to hear more.
Like the first thing to start off, you have to be honorable and accept truth for yourself.
Right.
Once you do that, it's pretty much easy to deal with people who may be dishonorable. And, just because they dishonorable, that don't mean that you can't be a good brother to them. I wouldn't advise you to do it, but it's something that you can be open to doing.
That's good. Yeah.
But yeah, the first thing, like, it's pretty much easy to develop the truth for yourself. It pretty much is. The truth always feels good. I mean, you're born with truth, so you automatically born with that sense of truth within your heart whenever you come out of the womb. So it's not really that hard to develop it.
Okay, now all right, this is the question here. Now let me ask you this question. How about if a person, they don't know the truth, but they all about surviving? You hear what I'm saying? They never had nobody to show them to develop the sharp eye of truth. They never had nobody in the hood or whatever aspect of life they in. It's all about surviving. They don't know. They want to do it, but they don't know how. Do you think that that's the type of person that we could help?
If they have honor, yeah, I believe everybody could be helped at the end of the day. I really believe everybody could be helped. It all depends on if they have a code of honor, and they have to be willing to accept the truth. And that begins with them accepting the truth about themselves, that the way they living aren't right. You know what I'm saying? If they could do those two things, I mean, I could build with anybody, because I was once not always truthful. I had to grow into the man that I am today through trial and tribulation, and through learning through older people and other people that was of truth. Right. So they're open to being somebody leading them to the truth. Then I have no problem with helping somebody from the hood, because I understand the conditions made them that way.
Yeah, I think that for me, I think the thing about it, when we sharpen the eye of truth, we have to understand our imperfection too. We have to understand it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So we have to understand our imperfection is within ourselves first. Yeah, you're going to get off, but stay the course and develop it. Don't be afraid to develop that sharp eye to. Don't develop to understand that it's going to take time. It's not going to come just like that. It's going to take time to develop. So what's your take on that, my brother?
Sorry about that. I definitely agree. It does take time. The truth is hard to live by. A lie is always easy. Being dishonorable is always easier, because no one's going to tell you that you're dishonorable and you're going to accept it.
Okay.
It's hard to accept the truth for somebody that's truthful and have honor than somebody that's dishonorable, because he's just going to tell you what you want to hear.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely a time thing. It takes time. It takes time, patience, and discipline to accept truth and to develop the truth within yourself.
Right. Okay. Hold that thought, my brother. Lifetime Machine Power. Subscribe to my brother. You always have powerful. Lifetime Machine. Send me your email so I can plug you on. All right. Send me an email right now so I can plug you on. God damn it! Where's my goddamn pen? Oh, there it is. Dog, drop my goddamn pen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, drop that email so I can plug you in. All right. Let me get let me see what's up with these, cause I see it's be bugging out today. Sending emails out, they be God. So send that out. Oh boy, excuse me. Yeah, let's subscribe. Okay, all right. Let's subscribe to each other, and subscribe to my brother right here, and the ones who will come on the platform, ones who will come on the panel, and subscribe to yours truly, the Underrated Darkness, like Machine Power. Let me copy your thing down. And I'm gonna plug you in. So watch out for that. You understand it's gonna take time, because this thing is acting up. You know what I'm saying, Jaquan Thomas?
Yeah, it's definitely bugging out, but I feel you though.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember we was on the race sports show. Look how long it took.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I know I sent it out there. I'm telling you, YouTube, man, like, they be bugging out sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, God dang. Yo, you ain't said it? Yes, I did. Said it about 4,000 times.
I don't know. Maybe they probably have to hit the refresh button because sometimes the syncing don't match up with the Gmail. Gmail be bugging out too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, y'all. When I send the email on K Black, Artie, you might have to reboot your thing because sometimes it doesn't click and let me know you didn't get it. Okay, good brother Rob, good brother. The educated in our community. All right, let me copy this down. All right. Light Machine Power, watch out for it because I'm getting ready to send it right now. Welcome back, Chief Stay Sleep. Very much appreciated. Let me get this brother in, and we gonna deal with this. Oh yeah. Underrated doctors don't play. We gonna deal with this. Truthfully, the sharp eye of truth. Yes. I'm glad everybody showed up. Again, thanks for taking your time and come on the platform and let's build. It's all about building together. It ain't all about underrated darkness, doing this and that. It's all about building. And sisters, the one who come on in, y'all want to come on, feel free, come on too. I don't have no problem with it. Okay. Oh, she stay asleep. You can join in now.
Yo, peace to everybody. I ain't gonna stay on too long, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody on the panel. First thing I'm gonna say is I like the topic. It's a good topic. That's first and foremost.
Thank you.
Second of all, in order to have a sharp eye of truth, or what you're explaining in the title is, it starts off with a choice. Everybody has to make the choice to be truthful or to tell the truth. Just like a lot of us make choices and make that choice to tell a lie or to keep up lies or to perpetuate lies. So it really starts with a choice, and then it goes into a level of maturity.
Right.
Because when you're young, you just tell lies to get over shit. Well, I'm a lie so I could stay outside longer, or I'm a lie so I don't get in trouble because I know I wasn't supposed to do this. So it comes with a level of maturity too. I think a lot of us nowadays, we still perpetuate lies and tell lies because we're just not mature to a certain point where we're ready to deal with the repercussions that come behind the actions, that you put out there. Like for instance, you in a relationship and you get caught cheating. A lot of people, first thing they do is lie. And it's not because they're liars, it's because they don't want to deal with probably that person breaking up with them. And ending up having to deal with their actions ruining everything that they had going on. So they lie about it. And then some people just tell lies to get along with other people too.
Right.
Like when you want to be part of a certain crowd, you lie and you bullshit around because that's cool. Like this is just what we do. So I think it comes with a level of maturity also. And in order for you to to get that sharp eye of truth, it really just comes with a level of maturity. At the end of the day, that's something that's developed over time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not something that we all just have, or that we're all gonna develop either. Because, like I said, everybody's not gonna be mature enough to deal with the truth. Some of us like to run away from it because, like I said, we don't want to deal what comes with it. So that's my take on it.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, and after that, I'm gonna get to Life Machine Power, my brother. Now, as you being the head of the family household, right? And I want to ask this question: how do you go about to help your kids and your other significant have develop the sharp eye of truth? There's what's responsibility that falls on you? You know what I mean?
Well, being that I have two sons, I always let them know that they're responsible and accountable for whatever they say and whatever they do. So that right there draws a line in the sand and let them know that there's consequences for whenever you do right or whenever you do wrong. There's good consequences and there's bad consequences. So you decide to tell a lie, you have to deal with those consequences just like if you tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And just, from those basics, I believe as they get older, and like I said, it's a choice also, because you have to make a choice to tell a lie, just like you have to make a choice to tell the truth. So with children, they have to understand that they have a choice too.
Right.
But you also have to let them know that their choices affect the outcome.
Right.
As children first, because a lot of people don't understand that as grown-ups because they really wasn't taught it when they were young. So, I always express to my boys that it's always best to tell the truth because you want to be a respectable man. You want to be a man of integrity and of respect. And you want people to treat you the way you treat them, or the way you present yourself is the way you want people to treat you. So if you want people to respect you and respect the things that you say, you would want to lean more towards being truthful, because nobody respects a liar.
Right.
Nobody respects a liar. Nobody wants to hear what a liar has to say. So it's best for you to tell the truth if you want to be considered a man, because there's certain things, you have to and have instilled in yourself to be respected as a man, because every dude that you see is of a certain age is not a man. I explain that to them.
Right.
Like I always tell them, like, I'm young and I'm a man, but there's certain things that I even still have to work on within myself.
Right.
But there's always basics that every man needs. And the only way you're going to get respected in life as a man is if you're able to look another man or another person in the eye and be honest and be truthful with them, even if it hurts their feelings.
Right.
But you have to know how to be honest and be truthful. And you also have to be able to take and deal whatever comes your way.
Right.
Because too much times a lot of men are cowardly and they're afraid of what may happen. So if somebody disrespects you, if another guy disrespects you and you confront him for disrespecting you, don't be afraid of how he may come back at you.
Right.
Because that's part of manhood too. You have to confront things. You have to know how to deal with things and know how to respond to when things confront you.
Right.
So You know, and that's part of leadership too, not being afraid to take the blow. You know, so those are just some of the things that, you know, I teach my boys. You know, don't be afraid of confrontation. You know, not expecting a fight, but don't be afraid to confront somebody. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself and let a person know, yo, I don't like how you speaking to me. Don't talk to me like that. You know, don't put your hands on me. Like, don't be afraid to say those things.
Right.
You know, because that's what men do. Men don't just fight. Men speak up for themselves, and they know how to communicate properly too. You know, it's not always about fighting and trying to hurt somebody either. You know, I always tell them it's about self-defense. It's not about you attacking nobody. It's about defending yourself, not attacking nobody. You know.
All right. Facts. Okay. I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna throw the question out. And then when after I throw the question, Life Machine, I want you to jump. You're gonna be the first one to jump in, and then the rest of the panel are gonna answer this. I remember when I was talking to my father. Now I'm talking about my pre-teenager years, and I remember that. If anybody don't know, I was never really close to my pops, but while I got older, he was giving me lessons about sharpening the eye. And I remember he was telling me, he said, "You don't think I don't love you?" And I said, "No, you don't." I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, I was a teenager. No, not pre-teen, I was a teenager. But it was like a part two. Because we did talk about it when I was a pre-teen, but we really talked about it. I said, "No, you don't." I did. And he said, "You got to understand, I come up with the times and stuff. And so there's certain things, I will see what it is. And you have to understand, as a dad, it ain't gonna be sugar, ain't gonna be no sugars and cream." And I have to understand that as his own way, he helped me develop that sharp eye of discipline, of home people coming, as you were saying, as to the one. And so I have to understand to really discipline myself. And he said, "I see what you do, and I'm proud of that." He must have said proud. He said probably about 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I wish it could have been more, but I'm not going to get into that because he made his transition 29 years ago. But my point was this: that when he talked to me, I didn't get it, but I claimed more clearly. So he said, you got to develop your own side. You got to develop your own thing to see what's right. And so to develop this topic today, it really took me back to what my late father had told me. Now I'm gonna bring it on here and welcome Life Machine Power. He's the first time he joined the panel. Hope there's gonna be any times you're gonna come back on. But this one, I'm going to put it out in the rest of the channel. Do you think when we discipline ourselves, and even like when we have families, do you think discipline yourself and also hold people accountable? That's part of develop the sharp eye of truth. Life Machine Power, it's on you now.
Sure. First of all, I'd like to thank you for having me on the panel. I do appreciate it.
No problem.
So as it relates to discipline, before you can look for discipline in anyone else, first and foremost, you need to exhibit discipline in your own life. And discipline starts on a very, very basic level. Things like making sure that you are presentable, making sure that the area in which you sleep or work, whatever it is, sometimes people sleep and work in the same area if they are just starting out a business. You need the discipline to keep the place in an orderly fashion. You need the discipline to stay organized, and you need to exhibit the discipline in taking command over your life. So like I said, on a very basic level, discipline is something that has to be imposed on yourself first, because it's not logical to speak about discipline and you don't exhibit that. With that said, the guy previous made a number of really fundamental points where he spoke about people standing up for themselves, people providing self-defense for themselves, not looking for problems, but being in a position to defend themselves, and also the real essence of being a man, about having integrity and honor and things like that. What really stuck out to me is when he said that nobody wants to hear a liar. And it's so true. Nobody wants to hear the nonsense the liar has to say. You know, on the surface, it seems like it's all fun and games with these characters who tell these lies, run up and down, and create problems. But when you go below the surface, nobody respects them. And it's not that you are running around craving social validation. It's that a lot of these things that these people are doing are absolutely wrong. So now to the issue of expecting people to be disciplined. You can only take command of your own life. It would be nice if other people exhibit the same level of discipline, the same level of common decency, the same level of honor. It would be nice. But what I've found is this: the hand of cards that you're playing with oftentimes are very different from these other people. These other people have no scruples, and I'm not saying that you are to tolerate their foolishness. But what I'm saying is that the other people are interacting from a different position, a wrong position. So when you come across these people, I'm not saying that you need to bend or flex what you know is right, but know that these are the type of people that you'll be encountering, and that these are the type of people that ultimately you need to stay away from. And if you do have the misfortune of having to be around them, you limit your contact with them, because a lot of these people are nothing but a big problem. And the whole issue of deceiving people, where does it get them? Nowhere. Nobody respects them. People kick them around, and all they have to do is run from person to person.
Okay, that's good. All right. Next, Daquan, you can go ahead.
Yo, I definitely agree with everything LMP just said. That was beautifully said. I agree with everything she said. That was beautifully said. I couldn't have said it better myself. And also, you have to look within yourself and be comfortable with your own insecurity. Because a lot of people get themselves validated through other people rather than validating themselves before other people. You shouldn't have to lie to fit in. You shouldn't have to lie to escape anything. Just be comfortable within your own skin. That's another way you could find truth within yourself and display it onto others. I can't respect somebody that's going to lie to me so I could feel comfortable within myself. I don't need you to lie to me. I know I'm imperfect, so I don't need you to go out of your way to prove that I'm more perfect than you or less than you. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I got you. I know for me that, and she stays still. I want you to get into it too after my say. I know for me that having that sharp eye of truth, it's all about knowing what you went through before and not repeating it. To understand that if you're not willing to go through the trials and tribulations within yourself, you're never going to see the truth. So for me, every day is not easy. For me, every day is not easy because it's so easy to go back to the rut that I was in, of the uncomfortableness and the devilness and all that. So I have to keep on working to keep that sharp eye of truth within myself, to see certain people for what it is. So to me, it's all about discipline. It's all about showing up for what it is. And it's also, for me, it's all be true within myself. And the atmosphere that I should have created within myself. Handpick the ones that I know that's in the same mindset. So in case if I get off of the sharp eye of truth, there's a person that's right there. Hey. Got to get back on it. And to understand that when they said it constructively too, that also we have to see, they say within discipline within themselves, and hey, you off it now, you have to get back on it. That means we have to develop authentic of listening. That's part of develop the sharp eye of truth. Because by hearing it and by seeing it, it goes hand in hand. And when we combine those together, then we hear it clearly. And after we hear it clearly, we could see it clearly, because sometimes we could be in certain situations we don't see it. But with the person outside the situation, they see it clearly. And that's when we accept what the person is saying to us, that we know they're trying to better and plus sharpen our eye of the truth. All right, Chief, stay asleep.
Well, I definitely think it always helps to have a good core of people around you. Because definitely it'll definitely keep you up on game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll keep you from falling into things that is it's unnecessary and it could be avoided. But sometimes too, it's good to fall into those things so you can learn something about yourself. Because a lot of times too, we may be naive to certain things with ourselves. Sometimes we may think that we have a situation under control when we really don't. And the only way we may see that we don't have it under control is for us to fall. And that's part of dealing with or seeing what the truth really is too. Sometimes you got to be in the dark.
Right.
You know, sometimes you got to go through those tumultuous things for you to see who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And what you need to work on within yourself. So it's all a balance, man. It's sometimes the worst situations in your life could be the best teaching lessons.
Yes.
But it just depends on how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, it depends on how you look at it. You know, so it's good to have people around you that could warn you. But a lot of times when you caught up in situations, especially in situations that make you feel good, you begin to ignore those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you also begin to ignore the signs. And the times you remember those people who was warning you and those warning signs is when you end up in a situation that's not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you like, oh, wow, I remember this person warned me about this. I remember this person warned me about that. Or I remember when this person said this to me and you just ignored all the warning signs. So sometimes we need to fall and bump our heads too.
Right.
You know, and sometimes we need to even do that with our children, because we could constantly tell them something over and over and over, but they won't learn till they bump their head. That's like if you keep touching that stove, you ain't gonna know it's hot till you touch it.
Uh-huh.
You know, so sometimes, you know, well, I'm gonna say most of the time experience is the best teacher, but it's always good to have somebody there that's gonna let you know things too.
Mm-hmm. That's fact. That's fact. So before I continue, shout out to my sister IC. Thanks for showing. Thanks for showing up. She said peace to the chat and peace to the panelists. Um and Carl Burrell, he said thanks for giving me the shout out. Carl, just send you an email. Watch out for that. And wherever you get it, just come through the panel, and we can get you on and everything. There's another question that I do want to ask, and anybody could jump on the panel. So anybody can get on the panel. They can ask this. Now, we see how the world is. A lot of turmoil, a lot of stuff has happened, and I know that sometimes that we don't like when certain things go on. We do. They are. Well, we're gonna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get in talking about politicians, and also I'm gonna put this out. I will do a live stream of midterm elections of our perspective in November. It's gonna be MSNBC, the channel. I want y'all to get on it so we can talk about it. I'm gonna have people on the panel, and let's sharpen our eyes on truth on that. I'll be eating dinner while I'm doing this, to keep this laptop, charged up. So let's sacrifice that night, and then to find out what's going on us as a people around this USA. And but the question is, of these politicians, do y'all think, do they practice the sharpened eye of the truth? Anybody?
Here's what I can say. A lot of the people who are in these political positions are deceivers, and they themselves have been deceived as well. So in certain instances, they are able to pick up on certain things. For instance, they are able to pick up on the weaknesses in society and exploit those weaknesses that they found in different people. But at the same time, they are deceived to think that they're actually in power when they're not. For example, a lot of times you'll hear people say, why didn't the leader do A, B, C, and D? In these types of governments, the leadership is controlled by the people with the big money, the big corporations, the big lobbyists. They're controlled by those people. Only in a dictatorship, a leader can make decisions independently of everybody else. Only in a dictatorship. So when I hear people speak about a so-called leader in a democratic system, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Like, for instance, Obama or Trump or the rest of them, why haven't they done this? Why haven't they done that? The reality is that they all have a script. They have to follow the script, or else they will be pushed out, and they're not there independently doing what they want to do. But if you look at a totalitarian regime, like, let's say, Russia, Putin controls the show over there. If you look at a totalitarian regime like what you had in Africa with Robert Mugabe, he controlled the show over there. So a lot of times people are deceived by these people who are deceivers to think that things are really different than they really are.
Okay, that's good. All right, welcome, Artie.
Hey,
What's going on? What about you? Your perspective.
yeah, I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I just came back. I missed most of what you were saying because I had to go take care of some business, but I've been listening, like from everything I heard. I've been hearing some good stuff from you and the panel, so it's been some good stuff.
But I want
So
to
I'm hoping to just sit back and hear the and give some good input.
Yeah, but I want to hear your perspective, brother. You important too, right?
Oh no, I understand. I'm saying that I just came back, so I didn't really get to hear everything that y'all was saying. So like after I hear more, I'll be able to give a good. Oh yeah, but I'm listening.
Hey, wherever you want to come in, brother, you feel free now. Because it took me a while to get you. I got you in.
Yeah, for real.
Participate, but thanks for coming and thanks for your participation. And I respect your existence. I respect everybody's existence and stuff like that. Now for me, for me personally, is this that, and it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. That when you make that certain growth in your life, when you growing to be a better person within yourself first. I know for me, I could talk for me. I have to understand that there are quite a few people is not willing to develop that sharp eye of truth. I have to understand there are people do not want to put in the work to better themselves. So that means that I have to make decisions within myself and for them that I don't want to be part of you. I don't want to be part of that. Because you don't want to respect my existence. You do not want to respect my growth. So I cannot turn a blind side of unrighteous. So that means if I do that, that means they win. That means I lose. No, I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give it to you no more. So for me, and I'm very firm at this, because like She Stay Sleep say, that I have to be in contact within myself. So at times we have to make decisions for them because they're not willing to make sense because they don't want to work on themselves. And for me, when you let people that they keep on practicing unrighteous, that they keep on practicing, they don't want to be accountable themselves. They want to keep on cause confusion, turmoil within your life. So that means if you keep on letting it go, and it's a you problem. It's not a them problem. And we have to understand, for me, I have to understand that. So that means I have to take the necessary steps to get them out, because you slowing up my growth. You slowing up my eyes of sharpening up the truth. You stopping for me to have the greater importance, purpose within my life to sharpen, to see the truth that I can keep on continue to get within my life. If anybody on the panel want to get into it, feel free.
Yeah, I will say this, that like you said, iron definitely sharpens iron. I know, like, even when I went to the military and everything, I wasn't as accountable or thinking about life the way that I do now. And when I went through there, I pretty much had learned a different perspective of life. I don't agree with everything about what I learned, but the things that I did take with me, I believe has made me like a stronger person. And then even listening to the brothers and sisters and being encouraged by the people in the chats and just learning different things from there, it's helping me sharpen up so I can take that and pass that knowledge to other people myself. So all this has been great.
I appreciate
all that, but we definitely gotta be more accountable, because it's just not us that we gotta look look out for. It's like a generation even behind us that need to wake the hell up. So, yeah, pretty much all I gotta say on that. But
okay,
yeah,
yo, excellent. That's excellent point you're making. That's excellent point. Anybody else on the panel?
That was a beautiful point he just made. To be honest, that was beautiful.
I know.
I agree 100%. Accountability is always key as well, because you have to be accountable for not only the service you're doing to yourself by being dishonorable and untruthful. You got to look at the people that it affects, that's closest to you. Because I know some liars, man, that I'm ashamed that I don't even know them, and it's just sad because they have potential to be better people, but they just chose to stand on deception and lies, and it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you know, growing up in what we call the hood, you know, I always knew as I got older that I never wanted to raise my children in the same place I grew up in. And it wasn't just because, oh, it's the hood and all of that, because the hood could be a beautiful place too if you really know people for who they are. But it's the mindset, and the mindset there is not conducive to the way I want my children to grow up. And what I had to do was I had to leave that place altogether, because we are basically representations of our environment to a certain extent too. Because if you grow up in the jungle, you got to learn how to adapt, to live and survive in the jungle. So you develop certain attitudes and certain perspectives and certain outlooks on life that may not be conducive to the world that you're a part of, but you never got a chance to see. And I think, you know, a lot of my friends, if they was to get out of that environment, their mindset will change about life too. You know, and thank God my parents were the way they were, because from young, I always would travel. Like every summer, I will always go to a different state. I will go down south. I go to the Midwest. You know, I go to the West Coast. So I had a chance to see how people act in different places. And I will have to understand that my way of thinking is not the way of thinking of these people. So it taught me a lot, and it taught me how to be versatile. And I think, you know, being around a certain type of people that keep doing the same, that keeps perpetuating the same things over and over, you just got to get away from them altogether. Because at the end of the day, it's not doing them no good, and it's definitely ain't doing you no good. So the best thing I advise on that is to just get away from them and try to stay away from them as much as possible. Like my homeboys that's still in the hood or whatever, I go back and I visit them and all that. You know, my family's still there, but you know, they know that I'm not gonna stay too long, and they also know that I'm not with that same type of stuff that I was with before. You know, so that's really what it is too. We got to get out of those environments and leave those people alone. And just leave those people alone if you want to have a better quality of life.
Okay. Now, all right. Now, I want to ask this a question, put it out for the panel too, and leave it in the chat. How about the ones that's on the survival mode that you was talking about? She still asleep, you know, in the hood and stuff like that. They in survival mode. You know, they want to do what's right, but that's all they talk about, survival. They talking about, you know, that's all they know. Nobody never around them help them. Nobody don't just get them the keys. of the sharpened eyes of truth. Do we help these people? Do we help these people, or we leave them alone? There's a question anybody can ask on the panel.
I mean, the type of person I am, I always want to help the next person because I understand how certain circumstances could have somebody in survival mode. But my thing is, if I was to do it, I'm going to teach them an alternative way to survival. I'll teach them how to fish, you know what I'm saying? How to feed themselves. You understand what I mean? But it all depends on how honorable they are. If they're willing to make a change, I can't make that change for them. The only thing I could do is provide an example and teach them ways to get out of the situation that they're in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Exactly. I totally agree because you know, I've been out my old neighborhood now for about 5 years, and you know, every time I talk to my homeboys, I always, you know, talk to them like, yo, when are you getting out of there? You know, but you got to make a conscious and a concerted effort to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people got to be serious about it because a lot of times people like to be comfortable in their dysfunction and in their environment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they figure, well, as long as I got a job or I'm getting money, I'm good. You know, they not looking at the other things that, you know, that's affecting them. And from the outside looking in, I could always see it, you know, because there's a constant level of stress. See, money don't get rid of stress. Money only gets rid of financial stress. But what about all the other things? You know, so, you know, like the brother Jaquel just said, man, you know, you could bring a horse to the pond, but you can't make them drink at the end of the day. There's only so much you could say. You know, there's only so much you could do. You know, if they don't make that effort to actually make the move, then the move won't be made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I know for me, I'm gonna go along the point of my brother She Stay Sleep. You know, I'm originally from New York. And so I had to make my travels, you know, X didn't work out. So of that time, while part of me, you know, developed the sharp eye of truth, I have to make a stand because I'm tired of being within the cloud. And sometimes when we make certain decisions, we have to start again. But it doesn't mean that he blinded. He just had to start over again so you could be in that light and I could see things clearly. And at times it was turmoil for me. Personally, it was turmoil for a while. The family members didn't respect my existence. They talked beyond me, but I have to keep the sharp eye of truth. I have to understand that, listen, I'm going to get on my own. I'm going to make it happen within God's divine purpose help. So I got to stand on my own 2 feet to see this out. I got to grab that opportunity because despite he took me in, it was great. But at the same time, I had to make certain decisions to keep on. And it was a lot I had to deal with. You know, at times the numbers was not there, but I know the hands of God was there with me, help me steer the right path, the righteous path. I want y'all to check out that live that I did, The Righteous Path. You know what I'm talking about, but develop to be in the righteous path, I had to develop the sharp eye of truth. So I have to, when I see the truth, I have to see what it is. And at the same time, it was negativity. And at that time, it was stopping my growth. So I had to make sound decisions at that moment so I could be in the bigger picture of the sharp eye of truth to get on my own. And by the grace of God, yeah, I've been through struggles and stuff, but I've been on my own by going over 6 years in Virginia. and have the sharp eye of truth. And that means you should be proud of yourself. It goes to anybody in the panel and also in the chat, because you have to pass certain moral tests to sharpen your eye, to see for what it is. And there's nothing wrong to gratify of what you've been through. I'm talking about life examples, life purpose. And every day I celebrate of my sharpened eye. I develop myself through the grace of God to be the best person I could be. But not to understand there are certain injustices that will still us as a people and the rest of humanity has to still deal with. So throughout the 6 years, trust me, the underrated doctors have to go through a lot of things. But I'm here because I'm not going to let the devil to put me in this blind set of unrighteousness that's going to help steal away from me of the sharp eye of the truth, because it's all about force. He wants me to be about force. He wants me to let people define who I am. No, I'm not letting you define who I am, devil. I'm going to reboot you, and I'm going to stay the path of the sharp eye of the truth. Because see, standing in righteousness and being the sharp eye of the truth, it goes hand in hand. And a lot of people don't understand it, but it is. So to understand that and to go through that, that's why I'm talking like this right now. Because I've been through it. And until us as a people to understand what all y'all was talking about on the panel, and even people on the chat, is all about life. You got life is not going to deal with you as a great hand. It ain't. But you have to persevere. You have to understand who controlling the negativity in this world. And I ain't trying to sound spiritual. It's not all about that. But we have to understand this. And whatever God did you believe in, or whatever it is, if whatever God you believe in, and they help you develop that sharp eye of truth, let it be it. Because there's a lot of blindsided, premeditated people in this world do not want us to grow, who do not want us to persevere. They want us to close our eyes and keep on accepting this so they could win. And I refuse to let that happen again. And sometimes the devil put people in our life so we could be blinded and not be afraid, like my brother Chief Say Sleep was saying, to talk about be accountable and stuff like that, and the rest of y'all, and even in the chat, that's what it's all about. If you've never been through certain things in your life, you can't talk about it. And it goes to any of us, and it goes for me too. So the 6 years I've been here in Virginia, I have passed the test. But it doesn't stop there, because I know the devil got something for me. And I know I'm going to have to get off I might have to he's going to knock me off, but I had to brush myself up and get back to the righteousness. And I had to still develop the sharp eye of truth, because he don't want us to walk in truth. He wants to walk in false. He wants us to be blinded. He wants us to not know what's going on. He wants us to be in this despair. He wants us to be depressed. He wants us to be evil. He wants us to be no matter what it is. But the sad thing about what going on in his here, some of our people in the Zipify what's going on. Some of our people is really practicing what I'm saying right now. And they're not helping us. They don't want to change. They want to be in this cloud. So they trying to with the serpent, when he worked with them as a puppet, they trying to take us of this blinded cloud and trying to steal us the way of the milk and honey of the sharp eye of truth. We have to stay focused. It goes for me too. The underrated darkness. It definitely goes for me too. So I'm in testimony. I'm in exam. I zipify that. I knows what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna throw it at a panel now. I want to hear your testimony.
Oh, I could tell you a whole lot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because let's say even for the fact that before I went into the military, I was fucking up, excuse my language, because I was doing all kind of stuff, stealing out of people's yard, breaking into houses, doing all kind of stuff. And I like to go back to your question. I just think that is on that person that want to change. And yes, it's good to talk to people. And I do it all the time because on one of my second jobs that I do from part-time, I talk to a lot of younger people and just melanated ones, just to see where their heads at. And some of them, they're receptive to what you want to hear, and some people aren't. And some people just going to have to go on their own journey to figure it out on their own. Some people got to figure out the hard way. Some people, they'll listen. But like, as far as for me, just having a bunch of different life situations, it just shaped me to be a more mature person. Military helped, but even with that said, I think life helped even more than that, because I went into the military about 18, and I didn't have a lot of get a whole lot of reality until I got out, and you see how hard this is. But it's just you have roadblocks, you have stumbling steps, but it's up to you to pull yourself over them and to get where you want to be, because you're going to have those people that's going to pull you down. Because when I came, I lived in North Carolina for 12 years. And when I came back to Texas, it's like everybody and their mom was trying to pull me into a bad place. I even had people trying to pull me into selling drugs and doing all kind of crazy stuff. And I have children, so that's not even productive, and that keeps me grounded and focused too. So there's things that's going to happen in life. There's situations, but you definitely got to pull yourself over it and have that mindset that you're going to do better. You're going to stay focused. You're going to sharpen yourself, and also just be around positive and like-minded people, because like when it comes to company, you are who you hang around in a lot of cases. So that's like a little something right there. But man, y'all don't even know how y'all help me stay grounded. I don't even watch TV anymore because I hear so much positivity from the panels and everything is. So I'm just let y'all know y'all doing a great job in helping people, and y'all don't know what y'all do for other people, but I'll let y'all know that it's well appreciated.
Well, you know what? Before I continue with the panel, I want to let you know you give yourself some credit. Part of your Build Israel Doctrine channel, you have been giving great input. You stand up to the truth in your own way. And I respect you. I respect your existence, Jaquan. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Anybody on the panel too. The panel and in chat. I respect your existence, because it's got to start from us. So I appreciate you, brother. because you took the time and come on this panel and be part of this bill. And I know you could have do other things, but you know what importance, what it is. And I appreciate you and I applaud you. And you keep it up. And I don't care what anybody say anything about you. You're part of the Darkness family. And I don't say that to anybody. So you keep on putting in. And I'm proud of you. And I could say that I'm blessed to be in your presence. Next one, please.
Yo, I definitely appreciate all those kind words you just gave me, good brother. But it was, of course, I had to come over here and rock with you in the Darkness family. You always showed me love, even in Israel Doctrine chat. So it was only right for me to reciprocate that love. And also, I'm learning every day whenever I come here, I learn something new, not only about myself, but in life in general. So thank you, good brother. Thank you, the Sheep. Thank you, Mr. Artie. Thank you, everybody in the chat, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all making me grow to be a better man for my kids that I might have in the future, for my nieces and nephews, you know?
Means a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, next.
And also, if I can, I want to touch on what Artie was saying. I completely agree 100% with that, especially with the support system. I had a strong support system. Even when it was behind dishonest people, but they had honorable principles that they stood by. Like I was brought up around crack dealers, all that, prostitutes, all that, and they would not let me go astray. It was, to them, I can honestly say, helped save my life with the assistance of my parents and you know, my older cousins and older family members. They all played a part in the man I am today, because there was times where I was like right there ready to sell crack, and one of the crack dealers saw me on the corner and he ran me in the house. He robbed me. He was like, "No, don't come out here, bro. Next time I see you out here, I'm gonna do you something." And I left it like that. So you can learn from dishonest people too sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody else want to join? Feel free. Well, anybody, I'm gonna say this though before, you know, anybody want to join, and it's this, that we have to respect each other existence too, because we can learn from others, and also we learn from others that help us sharp. We see they sharpen eye of truth, and now we could just learn from that. I'm saying make it our own, yes, but you know, we can learn from others, like-minded, like I said before. And you know, and that means a lot when a person take time to take their time and talk to you and to exemplify, you know, the beautiful person that you could become to be. And I know there's us men on here and everything. We gotta treat each other as men, and we have to learn to respect each other's existence. And thanks for the kind words, Rob, good brother Rob, our educator in our community. Thanks for serving us. Thanks for you to serve, have the love to serve us, even sometimes we don't get it right. And I want to thank you, good brother Rob. And your contributions is not being forgotten. I want to say this, and I'm gonna keep on. It's not easy what he do. It's not easy how he educated our people in this oppressed system, and he had like less resources. But he give himself. He give it because he didn't give up on. He's not giving up on my kids, and especially he's not giving up on our community. And we could learn. I learned a whole lot from Rob because he always had that sharp eye of the truth, as always. A stand-up brother. Never want to be out there. Oh yeah, it's all about me. It's all about serving. It's all about keep our community intact, despite the injustices that we continually go through. And I want to salute you, my good brother Rob. And I'm glad that I'll always be in your presence. I'm glad, and I am humbled to be in your presence. I even humbled to be in Jaquan presence. I am humbled to be in RT presence. I even humbled to be in Sheep Stay Sleep presence. I'm in honor to be in the people in the chat presence. Like I said before, it ain't all about underrated daughters. It's all about us as a people, plus the rest of humanity. That's what it's all about. And okay, I got you. And also, for me, it's all about engaging. It's all about keep on pushing for the sharp eye. It's all about always understand that this journey of the sharp eye truth, it doesn't stop. It goes on to eternity. And we have to understand that it's a non-stop journey. And it's gonna be bumps and injustices coming our way. And we have to understand, we have to stand fast against that. And we have to go through it. I already see you the email, Shook. All right? And that's what it's all about. You know? We cannot let up. We cannot let up. We gotta stand fast for the truth. We gotta keep our lens clear for the truth. Even though that the truth looks glimmery, but we know that truth is gonna brighten in the future. And we gotta seize that moment when that truth has come more clear. Because sometimes the devil be having certain things that is very clear, that is untruth, and sometimes it helps dims the truth. And that's what we get. Sometimes some of us as a people, we get caught up in. But long as we keep on have that eyes on the truth, long as we have that constant sharp eye and authentic listening, what I'm saying too, we will pass that test. And when that truth comes, whatever form it is, we can persevere and seize the opportunity. And we become better people for that. Like I always say, and I said this of example. I've said this, you know, because I've had to go through it. Sometimes that gleam of truth give us a purpose to work harder, to keep us on our toes. And we have to understand, especially start from us. I got to read this from my brother Rob. He said, truth is a sharp enough to cut the person you aim for and you. That is so true. That is so true. So we got to let it cut. Let the truth cut through us. Maybe we don't understand temporarily at the time. But you know, at the end, we're going to feel good about it. We know at the end that other people that thinks like us, they're going to see it, and they see we feel good in association, full of abundance of truth and happy and stuff. They want to join that truth wagon. And when you get on that truth wagon, that's the best feeling in the world. You can't explain it. But if you go through it, you will understand. and the negative and uncomfortableness and the evilness, that cloud will slowly go away. I'm not saying it's never going to come back because it's a constant fight. But welcome, Annette B. I appreciate that. Appreciate you coming. I want you to look at my hashtags and copy it down. Suge, I sent it to you, but I'm going to send it again. But that's what it's all about. And anybody could comment on that on the panel. It doesn't make a difference.
Give me a few minutes, bro. I'm checking my pots. I'm in here cooking, bro.
Okay. Okay. Send out an it, Suge. Send out to you, Suge. But that's what it's all about. Plus, at the same time, to develop the sharp and the truth, we got to put ourselves in situations so we can receive it too. It's not just going to come just like that. We have to put ourselves. We have to put ourselves in these in these opportunities too. Look out for it, Uncle Suge. Send it out. But that's what it's all about, family. That's what it's all about. And let me shut people out. Let me go shut people out. I see, thanks for coming. Brother Rob, thanks for coming. As always, that for your contribution. And my sister IC too, for your contribution. Thank you so much. Nikki, as always, thanks for your contribution. Keep it up. The one and only King Waves, thanks for coming. Life Machine Power, thank you so much for coming. Yada too, thanks for, as always, your contributions too. As always, thank you. Artie Fresh, come back. But thank you so much. Zeus the Flipper One, as always, thanks for your contribution. I said Mimi Dow, but I'll shut you out again, Mimi Dow. Thank you. And then B, thank you. Okay, I got you, but that's what it's all about. And so we have to, it's like I said, it's a constant. Yeah, you can get back on, Artie Fresh. Right now, if you want, but I'm gonna be on there for a few more minutes and I'm gonna get off. Rest up. I might do another one later on. Depends. But we have to take the necessary steps. We have to. And we have to understand that sometimes we're not going to do it alone. We can't do it alone. And that's what the devil wants to do it alone, so he can get us in the corner and throw all these things at us to keep us in the corner. We cannot let that happen. You got to keep on fighting. It's always a constant fight to do what's right. It's always a constant eye to keep the lenses clear. And that fight, every day, we have to have that mindset that we're going to win. And the ones that we know personally too, just a few, that they're going to win too. We have to work on, first, let's win within ourselves individually, but at the same time, later on, let's win as a family. Not everybody's not going to get it. But let's win as a family. Develop that sharp eye of truth. And let's understand there are elements that is we're going to disagree, especially when I'm talking about the elements. I'm talking about the injustices. I'm talking about the disrespect. You name it. That's going to happen. Because some of our people are sick. They still got that cloud. Themselves, they don't feel good about themselves. They could say what they want, but that falsified bullshit, that's they gonna push. Because they do not want to put in that work. Develop the sharp eye. Because to be right and plus at the same time develop that eye of the truth is hard. You gotta go through hell to do what's right. But when you start making certain channels of your life, you start seeing the light. Wherever, I want y'all to share this live stream. I want you to share this live stream. And also I want you to look. I did a live stream a few months ago about transitioning your life. Transition your life. I forgot how the topic goes, but it talks about that. I want you to look for it. I want you to put a comment or two. I want you to definitely share this with anybody. Also, the other one I just talked about. To give them inspiration that they do have a choice to be happy. We just cannot let people, I'm talking about the one that is mean and always ugly. We cannot let these people handicap of our sharpness of truth. We can't. Because that's what they want to do. They want us to have this gleam of truth. And it's okay to have the gleam of truth. But we just got to stay away from the blindness of evil. We got to keep on working at it. Because see, when we have the sharpness of truth, it incorporates through our heart and it manifests to do what's right. And that's what we have to develop. Trap House Boxing. What's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming. Shout out to the LDBC. Trap House Boxing. Part of the Darkness family for a long time. Shout out to the LDBC. Check them out. They be doing the, they be interviewing boxing, actual boxing, actual boxers instead of the Bomb Squad. Deontay Wilder. Also, they interview Earl Spence Jr. Some of them, they know me. I want you to check the brothers out. They not just talking about boxing, they talking about basketball, social content, what's going on. Check out my brothers, all right? They have their own website. Want you go ldbc.com? Want you check that out? All right, check out my brother. And that's what it's all about. We gotta learn to support each other for humanity. It's a give and take. There are some that they want you to support them like that, and you ain't gonna support me. All right, that comes with it. See, that comes up to develop the sharp eye. See, Trap House Boxing, he always support, even though he's busy. He take his time out. That's what it's all about, family. See, when you develop the sharp eye of truth, people sees that. That you don't think they don't, but they see that. See, I have a sharp eye of truth. And I'm going to keep on developing it. Thank you, Annette B. Appreciate that. So I'm going to wait for a few more minutes. Then I'm going to shut this down. And that's what it's all about. As always, you're welcome anytime, Trap House Boxing. If you want to join the panel for a few minutes, let me know. You could drop it down there. You could drop it, email, and you could join for a few minutes before I close this out. Your presence is greatly appreciated. If not, I'll always hit you can always hit me back up later. Annette B too. But we have to understand that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mimi Dog. And then, the people on the panel and the brothers here, we support your queens. Okay, no problem, Trap House. Bomb back, thank you. And that's what we need, our queens, to support us. Because it's hard for us as brothers to understand that we fall short too. We do. We fall short. And we have to understand, we got to, like I said almost 2 hours ago, we have to get back up and do the work. We have to get back up and keep on developing the sharp eye of truth. And sometimes the devil, he had this cloud over us. Sometimes our eye hurt. Because we don't want to be this way, but it's okay. So, waiting for you, Jaquan Thomas, to get back on the panel.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. So, anything else you want to say, my brother? Because I'm going to close this out in a few minutes.
Only thing I have to close out with, be motivated by the person you were yesterday and become better than that tomorrow.
Okay. But I want you to stay right there. I don't want you to leave yet. Cause
No doubt. I'm here, bro.
Right here. And I'm gonna read this out. I want to thank matter of fact, I'm gonna name everybody. And then Jaquan, my brother, you're gonna say what you want to. And after that, we're gonna handle this. Artie B. Fresh, thanks for coming. Trying to wait for you, brother. Doctors might be working on another live later on. Thanks for Artie B. Fresh for your contribution. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Finally got you on. My sister Kendra. My apologies for what happened. She apologized. And dude, this YouTube is crazy. King Wage as always, thanks for coming, for your constant support and your contribution. You know, I got to read this. King Way said, thanks, brother. It's good to know I made it back. Once we leave, you never know. Yeah, I know as a black man. Hey, especially us as the people too. I know. Because sometimes I pray when I leave. And I hope I live to see to put my key in the door and lock it up. And sometimes I have to exhale because I know, because we have to understand the climate that we in. So that's real right there. It's real right there. Zeus the K Black Boxing. See, I had two people from LDPC, K Black Boxing and Trap House. Two people, the LDPC, show up in the Darkness channel. Who's winning? And they brothers, both of the brothers are busy. But support the LDPC. Salute to them. Shout out to them. Zeus the Flipper one. As always, thanks for your contribution. Chocolate. My sister, thanks for coming. I'm going to shout out to you, King Ways, again. Thank you. Good brother Rob, thank you so much. As always, keep on serving our community, the educating our community. Life Machine Power, thanks for coming, my brother. Come back. Subscribe to my brother. Subscribe to people on the panel. And also subscribe to yours truly, the Underrated Darkness. Carl Burrell, thanks for coming, my brother, for your constant contributions. Subscribe to my brother Carl Burrell too. Excellent information. Carl Burrell, so I sub to him. I see too. Thank you, my sisters, for your constant support and contribution. Yada too, so support my sister. Thanks for your constant support and contribution too. Yada too. Thank you so much. Nikki, same thing. Thank you, my sister, for your constant support. Sub to her and your support and contribution. Thank you so much. Mimi Dom, thank you so much for your constant support and contribution. As always. And I respect everybody's existence in this chat. I love our black woman. I really do. I'm talking about the ones that will have the same mindset as we do, as brothers. And some of our brothers do not have the mindset either. I got to put that out too. My sister Annette B, thank you so much for constant supporting me from the beginning. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate it. Thanks for supporting me and your contribution. Trap House Boxing, thank you so much. As always, my brother. Mimi Da, shut you out again, no problem. Shit crazy. I'm trying to wait for you, Shug. I'm trying to wait for you. Marlo's Corner. Leave my nephews alone. Hey, you be coming late sometime, nephew. But you can always catch it back on a rewind. No problem. Thank you so much, Carl Burrell. I really do. Thank you so much. Yes, I do, brother. Yes, I do. I love our black woman. And I fight for them. But we got to learn to fight for each other, too. That's part of the sharp eye of truth. We gotta look each other eye to understand that we together, no matter what. We cannot let this oppressed system to divide us anymore. We have to understand that. The black man and the black woman. Let's develop that sharp eye of truth within each other. Let's work on to build our family back again. And to show the rest of the world that it comes from us. Let's have that African spirit. Let's stand up for the sharp eye of the truth and do away for the blindness of the injustices and unrighteousness. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate this. Oh, I'm sorry. Jaquel, last remarks, please.
I just want to say salute to everybody that was on the panel today, from Mr. Artie B. Fresh, my brothers Chief Stay Sleep. I want to say I love y'all sincerely. Thank y'all for receiving me. Thank y'all for your presence. Thank y'all for your inspiration. Stay true to yourself and stay true to each other. That's all I have to say. Peace.
Peace. And on that note, just understand right here, it's always going to be hard to have that sharp eye on the truth. It's never easy. It's a marathon. It is eternal marathon that we still got to be in it. But it's worth it. It keep us disciplined. It keep on receiving blessings and opportunities so we can continually grow. And let's understand, handpick the ones that believe in your sharp eye of truth and let it flourish through your heart and in your mind, your heart, and let it manifest through your life, and let the truth and the light be free. I might come with a new next live in a few hours. I don't know. It depends how I am, how I feel. But I just want to know, just want to say this. I appreciate y'all. And it's the sharp eye of the truth, y'all. Let's keep the eyes on the prize, the sharp eye of truth. And on that note, on behalf of the Darkness family, we are Ghost.